When we first started the adoption process, I think one of the things that was scariest for us was this idea of open adoption. And it was because we didn't know what it meant. And I think, your initial thought of open adoption is, oh, they're going to take the baby back, right? That's the immediate fear. And honestly, that's what anyone you talk to, that's almost their first thing. Well, are you afraid they're going to take the baby back, right? So there's this fear about this idea of open adoption and really not knowing what it meant. So when we went to our information sessions with Adoption Center of Illinois, I remember a very specific conversation, and Richard Perlman had a map up on the wall, and he was talking about how families grow from all different areas, right? And so, on the one hand, the initial thought is, well, I just want the baby, and then it'll be mine, and I don't want to have to communicate with anyone else. But he really challenged us, the whole room, to think about, what? When you're a child, you have aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas and stepfathers and stepsisters, and there's all kinds of different families. And so why would you want to cut out a part of this child's life? Why would you want to cut out any kind of connection with the child's life? And it really stuck with me, and it was funny because then I started to think of my own situation, and I grew up with a half-brother and 2 half-sisters and a stepbrother, and I would never think of not interacting with them and their family. So that was very powerful for me to just think of it in a different way, that this is an extended community for this child. So that was a first step in just kind of opening it up, that it didn't have to be so scary.